go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga don't do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shadour.
Right, it's about to get worse.
Dion already doing that. We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
like, when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like,
get off of me. Get off of me.
Get off me.
No, don't touch me.
Was it worth the $30,000? Now?
In the moment.
In that moment.
He was up.
You remember? Was it bingo night or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But keep it high level. This is gonna just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. this whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is,
I am undefeated. Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to line up.
He's getting up.
And show, yeah, we doing this for real. This is what I did. I want to go rebound. Shoot.
This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear it from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail. Okay, you know what, big dog? Yes. I'm light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Let's go.
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hit.
Except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear it from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail. Okay, you know what, big dog? Yes. I'm light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Let's go.
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it.
Blah, blah, blah. What's cracking like a mackin' from the back end to the jacket? Jesus up, yep, we's up, 5 in the morning, live, doing what we do, getting into these sports. We all know there's some breaking news out there with Giannis. Oh my goodness, what happened to him? Boy, he woke up in Miami, Miami. Welcome to the NBA now. Oh, we're going to talk through that. We got a ton of topics today, man. We're going to make sure we get into it. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a member, or hit the super chat. Now stop what I'm doing because you just ruined and we just talk it through in the moment. Dale Batard claps back. Gilbert Arenas breaks down this LeBron, Kyrie. We going back in time, all those type of topics. NFL news, we're going to start off with that because we got to go around the NFL because you know, end of July, all these other sports, bye-bye. It is football season for a reason. So love to all you guys. Hope you have an amazing day so far. Some of y'all on the East Coast already getting it crack-a-lack-a-mackin', and some of y'all on the West Coast is like, we about to get it started. We waking up. Got a little cold in our eye. Got some little eye boogers. But we still rock with you, Wiley. I love y'all for doing that. So you know we start off every time with that energy. Let's start off with that energy. Okay, we hear you. You don't want to be there. You don't want to go there. You want to go somewhere else. Talk it, Brandon. Aiyuk. And
man, what's up, everybody? I had a great Father's Day. And before I lay down and go to bed tonight, I just wanted to say, go Commanders. Go Commanders, man. Go Commanders. Raise hell, man. Take command. Fuck you talking about?
Well, that's the energy play of the day. I got to give it to him. New media, new player, new ways to get things done, right? Like back in the days, you know the old way when they had general managers that actually worked and the general manager made sure that everybody stayed still. That was the job of the general manager in the 70s, 80s, and all that. And look, they had the NFL and NBA supporting them because they didn't have free agency like they do now and no plan B and all that kind of stuff. We ain't talking about your lady. We saying, dog, just keep these damn players together. Keep Magic with Kareem and Worthy and Scott. Good Lord. And Cooper. And then all of a sudden players start saying, nah, dog, we can do what we want to do. And you know what happens. And we get to that point where today we're talking about Giannis going somewhere else. Now, happened in the NFL, same thing. Keep them all together. Look at them Dallas Cowboys teams. Look at them San Francisco 49ers teams in the 80s and 90s. Man, they were loaded. Nobody going nowhere. Then Reggie White said, enough of this. And then they start going where they got to go. Reggie White went from Philly, Green Bay, etc. Now, we get to this moment and Brandon Aiyuk is like, look, can I go where I want to go? And we thought he was psycho. They played the Kanye card, or maybe we played the Kanye card. They're like, you went crazy. The only reason you're going to act like this on video is you're going crazy. In actuality, some people are defending it. Some people are saying, hey, I see the genius in it. Real spit. Let's hear it.
I ain't gonna lie, he's became my favorite wide receiver. Yeah, yup. I like it, man. Hey, it's time to fight back. Don't let these ownerships, man, just try to own you. Them days is over with. So if you want to move and go to a different team, why not? Let's go Commanders. I like it. Just because, look, man, things didn't work out in San Francisco.
Why, though? Nothing works out if you don't work out, right? You got to do your part, right? When they say nothing gets done if you ain't doing the doing. You got to do the do.
Really good coach, really good organization, but it didn't work out. So let me leave. He lost money. He didn't make the money he's supposed to make because whatever happened, okay. And I always say this about people. Don't judge somebody until you know what they really got going on. Why do you say that? Well,
No. I'm going to judge you even if I don't know what you got going on. If you running down the street butt naked, I'm judging you. I know you probably got some problems. I'm still judging you. What's wrong? Like, come on, man. Look, I think we are still an action result-based society, and I like it that way because we all are dealing with something. We all are juggling some water in our hand, right? Some of it's gonna get slapped through and go sneak through the fingers. Some of it's gonna spill, and some of it we gonna keep, and we gonna drink and nourish ourselves. Like, we all got stuff to deal with. Different levels, I understand. But that's what levels it out. Actions. Look, you dealing with this, why are you acting like that? Some people are dealing with more and acting better than people who are dealing with less. So no, I don't agree with that.
I was judging Kyrie Irving because he was supposed to play for the Nets, and he didn't play not because he was hurt or something was going on. It was stuff that was outside of basketball with dealing with other black people that had a lot going on, social justice. And he said, I'm not playing. And I was like, yo, this dude's tripping. But then I had a chance to meet with him, and we met and we talked. And what he taught me was, Shady, I really believe in this. And what I believe in, I'm going to go all the way out for it. I'm going to go all the way out for it so much that I'm going to lose millions in the course of doing it because I believe in it. Same thing with Muhammad Ali.
Not the same, but I understand what you're saying. Somebody who's principle-based, and they say, look, I care more about the principle with the LE than the one with the AL. I understand that. I'm not built that way. Because I think I can do both things. I think I can do all things. I'm just that type of person, no matter what those situations are. If I have a death in the family, right, and this has happened, Brett Favre game or something like that. If I have a death in the family, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to play. I'm going to do what I got to do. Because even in death, you're reminded that you have to live. Now, I had to learn that the hard way when my mom did die, and I had those fleeting thoughts of like, yo, I'm about to shut down life. Man, why am I living? I wasn't suicidal because it was my mother, right? And it's still part of the natural progression. As painful as it is, mom and dad's supposed to go before you, right? So I was like, but I wasn't suicidal. Now, if you talk about my itty bitties, I don't even want to go no more. Like, that's a whole different conversation. But the point is, I'm going to work. I'm going to do what I got to do. That's me, and I know I'm not alone. But also, Shady, what you're saying, those people are not alone. I'm so into this, I can't do nothing else. I give it to you at the end of this video what focus is as a coach broke it down to me.
People say they want, but yo, if it's right or wrong, but for him, he believes in whatever he believes in with his religion, that yo, I'm fighting for that. And I'm going to jeopardize me losing my license to box or my money. I'm going to do that. So what I'm saying is, if he is that focused on throwing shots at the Niners to go to Washington play, it's something there that happened to him that for him, it's a big reason why, and I'm leaving. So I don't mind it. And the way he might go about it might be different than the way we might go about it.
Blah, blah, blah. Break this down. Oh, love it. Love it. My 2 cents is this. Don't always assume that there must be something of why somebody set trips and somebody just acts up. Don't act like you ain't never been around somebody who is doing too much. And you're like, dog, it ain't that serious. Where does that phrase come from? It ain't that serious. Because you have seen people take it to the nth degree when you're like, dog, it ain't that serious. Sometimes it can be that. I'm not saying that's Brandon Aiyuk. Just on this show, we talk through it all. So one lane is, hey, you doing the most, dog. Where's that phrase come from? From somebody doing the most. What is road rage? Road rage is everybody doing the most. Somebody almost cut you off. That means you didn't get into an accident. That means you didn't get hurt. But you still got a response that's going to be going by them, giving them the bird, yelling, losing your mind, looking a fool, and then maybe get into another accident. But you didn't. But then that person now is mad that you took it to another level, and then they come by and they may cause an accident or worse. That has happened. Okay, so we know you don't always have a justification for doing the most. Don't say that. I've had too many teammates. I was like, dog, coach wasn't even saying that. What you mad at? So that's part one. The other part that he said that I thought was really interesting is he kept saying focus. He used that choice word a bunch. I give it to you like a coach gave it to me once. Coach said that focus is, there's an old school and a new school to all these things, especially in sports. Like back in the days, you didn't have a core. That's new school, core. We had a stomach and a back. They ain't say anything about a core in 1985. They were not saying on our football field, on our team, when we had to do sit-ups, he's like, sit down, lift your legs up, beat it, beat it, beat it. We used to have to beat our stomach. He was like, beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it, hit your stomach. You advance to the NFL, it's the 90s, 2000s, they're talking about core. Same thing with focus. Focus used to be, and remember this mindset, put one dot on the wall, that TV right there. One dot. Look at it. What is that? You eat, you sleep, you drink that one thing. Football. 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 And then meanwhile, coach out of shape, coach never played pro. What dot did you have up there, damn it? You didn't focus. Your fat ass over here trying to tell me what to do. You couldn't do it. That was one of the thoughts, but you respect them. All right, that was old school focus. You know what new school focus was? Coach will go like this. You see all that stuff on that wall? Them jerseys, that damn sign, that album, that book, that pickleball paddle, all that stuff. Throw it all on there. That's your life now. You a father. You a husband. You a son. You a brother. You're a member of this community. You're a teammate. You know that. You're an athlete. And he said, you know what focus is now? Focus is looking at all that stuff and knowing which one is most important and putting them all in priority. That's what focus is. And you know what? He was right. Focus ain't just one thing. You don't lose your way trying to say you focus on one thing. You're gonna lose. So you're a football player. You're gonna forget you're a person. You forget you're gonna retire. You're gonna forget the game's gonna leave you. You're gonna forget you got a life to live after football. See, that's what happens to so many people. They actually live old school focus, archaic focus, and only do one thing and only lock in on one thing. All right, I ain't got no plan B. Okay, well the world does. World got plan B. Trust me, the world, like, good for you. Like we just saw it in the NBA Finals. Everyone has a plan A. Plan A, let Victor go out there and dominate. Plan A, let Jalen Brunson go out there and dominate. Jalen Brunson ain't having the best series, but we winning. Victor is up and down, hot and cold, but we right there. What's plan B? Well, get Dylan Harper the ball more. What's plan B? Well, let Cat facilitate. Come on, y'all. Y'all forgetting. Boy, that's life. You go up in there talking about I'm only going to do it one way and only one way. Okay, you're going to take it one way. Your ass ain't coming back. Keep going, Colin. What's going on with the 49ers? I need to know. Colin Cowherd going to break it down for me. You know that West Coast.
So the Niners have done this thing where I just don't get it. They're really old and really expensive and really brittle. And an issue is that is hard in pro sports.
You think?
Older players get hurt more often and take longer to recover. And in football, you're getting tackled.
And the older you get, not scared, just a little more sensitive to those hits. So that means you start to pick your spots. So not only am I old, brittle, maybe a step slower, but I also ain't engaging in that fire like I used to. Let's just say that.
There's a regulated level of violence. So I don't really buy over the last several years, the Rams and the Seahawks, to me, feel like young, athletic. They've moved off needy players. But yet the Niners, again this offseason, they go get Mike Evans and Dre Greenlaw. Older players who have had injuries. They paid Trent Williams and Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle and older players who have had injuries. Now, I'm not denying the greatness of the aforementioned players. But here is Kyle Juszczyk saying, I like where we are.
There's no easy games here out in the NFC West for sure. But we feel great about where our team's at. The fact that we won 13 games last season with all that we had to deal with, I think, that's easy to forget. And rightfully so. The Seahawks, they won a Super Bowl. The Rams had a great season, and they've had some great additions in the offseason. So I can understand why that is the case. But I think we feel great about where we're at, man. I love our squad.
From Harvard, shout out to you, Shaq. Look, they're gonna make a costly mathematical equation, and it's gonna cost them logically. So when you overachieve, y'all notice this in sports and in life. When you overachieve, and you're like, whoa, we did all of that with that? Oh, imagine when we get everybody. When we get everybody back. Oh, it's over. It's a wrap. And then you literally somewhere skipped a step that is necessary, and it's the same step that you actually didn't skip when you overachieved. It happens every year. A team just is compromised, but they do a great job. Then they say everybody comes back. It's almost like a dream team, a super team. What happens? They never do it. Simple as that. So be careful, San Francisco. The way I'm hearing it from your smartest player from Harvard. And then I'm sure that's the climate right now. Everyone's thinking that, if we did this with this and we won 13, imagine this. Careful.
The Niners had a historically easy schedule last year, and all their old players are now a year older, and they double down on more older players. Greenlaw and Evans.
Okay, I had to stop him. He said more older, and he said their older players are now a year older. Yeah, we know.
Remember, they were blown out by the Rams in November and blown out twice late in the year by the Seahawks. Non-competitive games. And I think this is the difference in why they've fallen back. The Rams, the minute they felt Jalen Ramsey was kind of doing his own thing, out.
Well, that should have been day one. He always doing his own thing. That's one thing about Jalen Ramsey, boy. He got that Deion spirit in him. Like, what you say? What's the play? Oh, I don't care. Junior Seau was the same way. Junior Seau ran a blitz every play. Dog, there's so many times when coach would call the play and we like, all right, I got the B gap. No, I don't. So here comes Junior flaming through B gap. I'm like, dog. He like, buddy, made the play, didn't I? It's like, all right, you did. Okay, next time. All right, Blake, I got the B gap. He ain't coming before me. I'm like, oh, good. Junior finally playing discipline. I got the B gap. Good. Guess who runs down my back? Junior. Buddy, go through there. I'm like, dog, you ain't got the B gap. Let me handle this, dog. Every play.
The minute Todd Gurley had an off year, a dip, out. Cooper Kupp, out.
Don't do that. Todd Gurley had one knee coming into the NFL. They got as much as they could out of that. Cooper Kupp always had some limits that they felt, and they were like, is he really the difference maker, especially because he was so productive and he got so much money. Sometimes they do that to you. They rob you of what you deserve just because they never believed in you in the first place. Maybe Shadour. That's a dope name. He should have a baby daughter named Deshaun. Anyway, Shadour, if he balls out, Shadour's going to suffer from that. Yeah. Oh, Jalen Hurts, even though they paying him, they still like, because they don't think you that great. Cooper Kupp, Shadour, Jalen Hurts, we can keep going.
The Seahawks, DK Metcalf, getting a little loud and a little needy, gone. Tariq Woolen, a little bit of an ego, boom. Gone. Seattle and the Rams, they don't get nostalgic at all. And I don't think you can in football. I think the Niners have gotten kind of nostalgic. It's like the Deebo Samuel situation. Well, it'll work itself out. Didn't. Messi, gone. Brandon Aiyuk, well, if we like him, it'll work itself out. Didn't. Gone.
You know why? In part because, look, John Lynch, former player, right? You know that. And then Shanahan, just a player-friendly coach. I think they got a little too much of the Kool-Aid of, we understand the player. So if you understand the player, then obviously it's like working in a factory and then you're like, yo, I love animals. Well, you're not going to last long here at Farmer John if you love animals because we love them too in different ways. We love to eat them and we love to make them. It's the problem.
Like sometimes the Niners... You know, it's like one of these things in sports. The Niners sort of operate on feelings. And the Rams and the Seahawks, to me, it's all business. And when they feel it, a little too much ego, a little too much noise, just a dip in production, gone. And I know that sounds cold and heartless, but, you know, it's kind of, when I look at the Niners, I just don't get the plan. It doesn't feel or look right. Old, brittle, and expensive do not age well in the National Football League.
Blah, 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 blah. All right, well, he got a point there, and that's one thing I love about Colin, man. He going to button it up. He going to bring you something really nice, nicely packaged, right? And that was really well packaged. Brittle, old, you know. I look at it like this. First of all, I got to give some love to all you guys out there. Super chat. Thank you, Adrian Robles. He says he loves the show. Love the show, homie. 100. Yeah, y'all can send super chats to just say, yeah, I love the show. Keep doing it. Y'all ass could be somewhere watching Family Feud which is a great show. But instead, y'all watching your boy. Let's talk some talk. I appreciate you. And thank you at 817 ACE. You got a membership. Morning, Marcel. If you haven't yet, like the video. Yes, all y'all like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Become a member like Ace did. And hit the super chat. Love for you guys. We're going to get into that Giannis blockbuster trade. We're going to just do this show every day. And y'all going to know, come here if you want to hear sports. You want to hear deeper than sports. You want to hear some stories, life lessons. We're just going to go into it together. Dan Batard class back at, what's his name? Craig Carton. Oh, Craig, you better duck. Gilbert Arenas is breaking down a lot of basketball. I got to write that down. And NFL news as well. All of these and above. More. I want more, Marcellus, more. Okay, let's give you some more. Let's talk some more NFL. What's going to happen in Cleveland? I told y'all what's going to happen in Cleveland. And I'm not tired of it because I know to expect it. But if another person gets in their emotions about the Cleveland quarterback situation, first of all, it's not racial for many reasons. One, they don't give a damn. They'll play a black quarterback and win a Super Bowl. They did that in the 80s, y'all. Y'all get over it. You know that the black quarterback won a Super Bowl in the 80s? It ain't racial. And then this is two black quarterbacks with a black GM from Harvard. So stop. Shut up. And another thing is stop being an auntie. I can't even have a Cleveland Brown conversation without an auntie behavior coming out of somebody. Well, they did this and they did that, and Deshaun shouldn't, and Shadour. Oh God! As a former NFL athlete and a black man, I'm getting sick and tired of y'all putting panties on when y'all talking about sports. Fool, if you ain't good enough, you ain't. And if you get robbed in sports, you're not good enough. You may be better than him, but you're not good enough. So it's undeniable. We gotta play you. That's how I play. When you play sports, I ain't never sat the bench and I shouldn't have. You know why? Because even if I was better than him, I wasn't better enough. I wasn't good enough. Barely better. To the point where I made it where coaches say, sit down, Wiley. Why? Because this other dude right there. Dog, this is sports. Beat his ass and shut up. You can't talk. Did you knock him out? No. Did you win on points? I think I did. Shut up. Sit down. Raise your kids to be undeniable. They can't stop you. They can't. Coach, you don't play me, they gonna fire you. Why? Because I'm too good. They gonna be like, what? Y'all talking about, y'all all, it's a whole society of people saying, coach tripping, coach tripping, coach tripping. Y'all just sorry. It's okay. I suck in basketball. You suck in a lot of sports. So what? But stop with the damn complaining. All right, let's get into this conversation. I get sick and tired of it. I told you. Can't talk Shadour, can't talk Deshaun without panties on. Let's go.
Cleveland Browns fan or not, Deshaun Watson is the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. The job that Deshaun Watson is going to get, Uncle Joe, it is his job to lose. He has 6 weeks. I guarantee you, listen to me now. I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now, Uncle Joe. He has 6 weeks to make sure that team is playing above or better than whatever the expectations may be.
I knew this wasn't gonna be concrete. This ain't on Ocho. This is just the fact that they gonna set up this fake ass like narrative and expectation. It's gonna be subjective. It's at the game 6. How are we doing? Well, we 6-0. We know he's starting. Okay, but if we 3-3, are we yanking them? What's the expectation in Cleveland? Ain't 3-3 good? Like, so you could have an expectation that has set you up to fail, right? If you don't go 4-2 or better, hold on. Y'all could go right now. Hey, brother, you go get Caleb Williams right now, and this ain't 4-2. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, coach?
For that team and that quarterback. If he's not, Shadour Sanders will fall in line as the backup and be the starter for the remainder of the season.
I think that before Joe goes, I think that is absolutely correct in terms of succession. They're going to let Deshaun starting, y'all. First of all, for the money, the ROI potential, he's starting. Stop it. You're showing your lack of intelligence if you're thinking that Shadour is going to start. It makes no sense on any level. Even if Shadour is better by a lot, you still can play this one off. No. Shadour's making $1 million. Deshaun is making $230 guaranteed. Like, stop. Shadour got a 4 or $5 million contract. Deshaun got a $230, and we got to pay it. Stop. 2, I don't know if Shadour is better than Deshaun, because I don't know what Deshaun is right now. If Deshaun is worse than Shadour, what I saw last year, he won't last long. Think about it. Shadour set some franchise records for the bad quarterbacks. Just numbers. See, here you go. You already in your pants. Auntie, stop. I'm just telling you the facts. So if he worse than that, it ain't going to last long. And then it's Shadour's team. It's Shadour's franchise for this year. And Shadour can make him never draft another quarterback for the next 5 years. Whoa, that'd be sick. Love it. But the point is, that's what's set up. It's set up that way. Deshaun, go get it. Then Shadour, if he doesn't get it, it's yours. If not, sit down. Be humble. You're getting $5 million for a few years. We ain't tripping.
Cleveland Browns fan or not, Deshaun Watson is the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. The job that Deshaun Watson is going to get, Uncle Joe, it is his job to lose.
Yep.
He has 6 weeks. I guarantee you, listen to me now. I'm calling it right now, Uncle Joe. He has 6 weeks to make sure that team is playing above or better than whatever the expectations may be for that team.
Sounds good. I don't think that's real. I think that they are going to look at it, and I don't think at the 6-week mark. I don't think at the 4-week. I don't have any idea. It's just going to be. It's going to be something that you know. This is it, like, because you can't go back. So I don't think you just say, all right, then we're going to figure it out. Because what if Deshaun starts off fast? We know it's his team. If he starts off slow, do you pull the trigger? If you pull the trigger, you're not going to be able to put that toothpaste back in the tube. You can't put Deshaun Watson back in that lineup if Shadour is still healthy. You can't. Yeah, you could for Deshaun purposes, but Shadour going to be like, wait a minute. I got the job, and then I lost the job again. After last year, I lost the job. Like, you starting to play with your potentially future franchise quarterback? Like, you don't do that. You don't yank. You don't, first of all, let's go here. If we're going to go there, Auntie, you don't collude, but then you save the day by being the 5th-round choice, and Cleveland saves the day. Then you don't bring them in, and then it's this weird quarterback battle that really wasn't a battle because it was Joe Flacco's job. Like, if Joe Flacco had the job last year, you don't think Deshaun Watson got it this year, y'all? Oh, my God, I just thought about that. Y'all stupid. I've been wasting my breath arguing with y'all. Deshaun, how you know Deshaun gonna start? Did Flacco start? And Joe Flacco had a drag in his mouth when he got out of retirement. Like, what? I'm quarterback of where? Okay, who there? They got Shadour and they got Dylan Gabriel. Man, stop. All right, I'm good. I don't mean weed, but Marlboro, nice Marlboro, old man cigarette. That man, Joe Flacco started. Deshaun's fine. And then you're not going to put him in, then yank him, put Shadour in, then yank him, and then go back to Deshaun. That is called dysfunction. That is Cleveland at times, but they ain't going that way no more. They trying to go in a different direction, new head coach, new blood, okay? So walk with me now. Walk with me.
And that quarterback, if he's not, Shadour Sanders will fall in line as the backup and be the starter for the remainder of the season.
I don't think. How many times is the show gonna say out? All right, shout out to all you guys, man, rocking with that. Let me know what y'all think about that. I mean, to me, it's so obvious. Like, I'm dead set on it. I like week 1. We know it is Deshaun Watson, and I think he gonna ball. I really no intel, no intelligence. I just know sports, football, and quarterbacks. You give a quarterback, he had a year off from injury. He had an Achilles, right? So that slows your athletic quarterback down, at least mentally. He may recover physically completely. But boy, now, you better start thinking. That processor that you had, and Deshaun had a processor. Don't get it twisted. He wasn't no running quarterback who didn't know how to throw. He was a dude. But now, lock in. Lock in, because you don't trust his body no more. Ooh. It's actually a blessing in disguise. I digress. Now you got a locked in, athletic, processing quarterback who is leaning on his processor because the ball is the fastest thing on the field. So guess what? I'm going to let it go. Who has nothing to lose because he knows no one loves him for real. He know all of us are fake now. He like, I was a darling, a media darling. I was a fan favorite. Now I'm a pariah because I went to the massage therapist and she had a good story. And then that story caught fire and everybody said the same story, whether it's true or not. I just know this is one thing about like allegations like that. People got it twisted. It's counterintuitive, but the real is if Deshaun Watson gets accused by one of them ladies, it's easier for 10 ladies to accuse him than the first one. Say it again. It's easier for 10 than the first one. The first one is the one who got the dominoes to fall. Y'all watch That's Incredible growing up. Damn, my fingers are messed up. You remember That's Incredible? They used to line up all them dominoes. It'd be a room full of like 9 million dominoes. You'd be like, that was the best show ever. That's incredible. That's incredible. And we used to sit there like, at the end, they would show the dominoes and you watch it. And then they go like this. And they go, start spelling your name out, Deshaun. But the point is, once the story get out there, the script get out there, in a world of settlement, in a world where we ain't going to trial, in a world where you just write a check to make it go away, and usually that's with the demand letter, that means nobody knows. But sometimes they like, you like, I ain't paying you. You making this shit up. All right, here you go. All right, now it's a headline. All right, I ain't tripping. You lying. But now they got a script. Oh, I did give Deshaun a massage. And I don't know. Maybe it didn't go like it really went. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. You mean I don't have to even go to court or nothing? You mean nobody knows my name? You mean I can just get a check? That's what the lawyer's telling her. Yeah, you actually can, man. And I'm not saying what's true or false because I don't know what the first domino is real or all of them. But I will tell you this. There's conspiracies out there that people conspire and say, oh, all I got to say is this and that. Done. Ambulance chasing. So Deshaun survived that. Financially, mentally, he's still here. He stopped talking to the media for a year. Boy, we about to unleash a dragon. Unleash the hounds. I'm telling you, Deshaun gonna ball this year. My bet is Deshaun gonna act a donkey, and now y'all aunties gonna be in trouble. Cause if Deshaun ball, what you gonna do with Shadour? Oh, we gonna trade him. You ain't trading no balling quarterback. What you doing that for? Where they do that at? His money almost over. Okay, then you don't want to give him no more? You want to just give it to Shadour because he's more popular? That was a great segment right there. Love to all you guys out there, all you top fans. Appreciate y'all, man. We got Stomp at number 1. Woo! But Stomp got some comp. Stomp got comp. Drew Mack. I don't know who you are, Drew Mack G, but you're trying to get him. And usually that number gets him, but Stomp is stomping. Adrian Robles, thank you guys. Dan Fan and Master Proplex. Oh, it's Triple OG segment today. All the Triple OGs is in the building. Love to you guys. All right, keep it going. Keep it going. And thanks for this. What did I get from you? Stomp got another membership. Stomp's so damn nervous. He ain't going to be number 1. He's like, let me re-up my membership. All right, love. Hey, y'all ever see this? This is sick. So narratives. One thing I love doing on this show is just like poking at narratives. Sometimes it makes my friends a little uneasy. I won't lie. I've had some encounters with people that I like and they like me. And they were like, dog, Wiley, what was that about? I was like, did you watch it? I mean, I know you didn't because I could tell you wouldn't know what it was about. So I don't take shots at people. I'm not built like that. I'm in one of the nastiest arguments in my life with a friend right now. Like nasty. But it's really, yeah, it's me too. But it's like 80% them and 20% me. A lot of it is me responding. And finally, I'm like, look, dog, the way I'm built, I don't start anything, but I finish everything. I'm kind of petty, but I'm not going to start it. But once you unleash it, I got to go. I got to protect myself. And when I start retaliating, I don't stop till you're dead. like if I'm gonna joke you till you cry. If I'm gonna start joking you, if I'm gonna start poking at you, I'm gonna poke you. It's gonna be 1,000 pokes to a death. That's how I'm built. I don't know. I don't do anything. I just walk around here chilling. Maybe I just got a lot of resentment. But I don't bother nobody. Trust me. Somebody, unless you spit on me, you ain't got to worry about me. But once you get me going, you can't stop me. Nobody can. Nobody. Nothing. I don't care about nothing. So I love poking narratives. I love poking people. Here's a narrative that I like poking. Who has over 20 plus passing touchdowns that are of 25 or more air yards? So that means big bombs. Who throws the bombs for touchdowns? Not him. Not him. Him. Right? It's none of these guys. Look at this. Look at these faces. That's Aaron Rodgers, right? Baker Mayfield, Jordan Love, Dak, the Mac, Prescott, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, what up, Mahomes? Lamar Jackson, the MVP, Matthew Stafford, my favorite quarterback, my favorite, Herbie, Justin Herbert. And not Burrow with the bang over the eye. It's Jalen Hurts. So if I see this group in the circle, hey, Wiley, what you talking about? You chilling? You tripping? Nope. Just telling the truth. Jalen Hurts. Get it in. All right, y'all. Keep it going. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Let's keep it going. Y'all know what it is. So death. Let's get into this. Maybe somebody had a joke, said maybe he was throwing these routes. How is this happening? Why is the receivers open? I thought he had throw bombs, all this stuff. Y'all ever see this? Maybe he was doing this, the hammy route. Y'all seen this? Oh, my hammy. Look at the defender. Look at this. Jeez. Wide open, baby. Can we get more of this? I haven't seen it work in a game yet, but I'm sure the high schooler is going to pull that one off real quick. Okay, and last but not least, let's get into a little spice. We were talking about Deshaun Watson and all the spice he going through. What's up with Geno Smith? Y'all saw this? I know y'all saw the incident or accusation. Let's go.
She just called the police.
Geno just beat my ass. That's why.
She coming here.
I came in there. I put 7 down and I left. You ran outside and attacked me, bitch.
Man, this is crazy.
You came outside and attacked me.
My family.
Fuck you. I don't give a fuck about y'all.
Oh, man. I don't know who this lady is. I know who Geno is. Today is the day. Geno Smith beat my ass because he hates taking care of his special needs kid and can't be left alone with him because he'd rather watch Sex Online and play Call of Duty. Man, it's such a thin line between love and hate. The people, we always got stranger danger, and it's always somebody we actually rock with until they start rolling.
Bitch.
Leave my neighborhood.
I know too much right now, so that run and that scream is not really from danger. It's for appearance. It's for optics. We'll talk. And to prove it, why are you going back? Like people telling themselves, this is what my coach told me when I first got drafted. You want to know about people? Just watch them. Just listen to them. They're telling themselves. And most communication is nonverbal. You trying to tell me, all right, let's do this for real. You trying to tell me, like how I grew up, it's 1,000 Crips up in there, and they blasting. You think, and I grab my phone, get in harm's way, and say, hey, look. And then worse, they start blasting again or they coming towards me. I run away and then come back to say, look, you're risking your safety for recording, ma'am? Oh, or you're risking your safety because you're really not in danger. Not to the degree you're speaking of. We'll talk.
You broke my fucking computer.
This the time. If you really are fearing for your life and safety and all this stuff, you worrying about the computer. This is what I'm saying. People just telling themselves. Like You in this nice old neighborhood trying to scream all this stuff, but then you running right back so you can scream again? Come on, ma'am.
Fuck you.
First of all, when I know I'm really scared, let's just say I got different words to use. Like I'm trying to get away, and I'm trying to make peace of all things, because I am literally in fight or flight, and it sounds like you're in fight more than flight. Throwing my purses out and stealing my money out my car with his high deranged ass. Ma'am, I don't know how you thought this was going to go, but I am certain it's not going to go the way you want it now. You're trying to document this stuff and put this out. Like, you know, it took time after this for you to sit there and write this and caption it and cut up your reel. And you're doing this to try and show documents? Like, this is a documentary? No. This is an indictment on you.
Yeah, look at you. Look.
Now you coming towards him. He in a car. The car more important than you? He in a car taking money. The money more important than you? He taking money that you know he got. I don't know if you got it, but he got it. You think he really needs the money? You think, oh my God.
Look at you. Get out of my car.
You bet you.
Get out of my car. Stop.
Get up.
Charges pressed. She wrote charges pressed. Show you again. Charges pressed. Okay. Geno's telling. Been supportive of this demon and his narcissistic personality disorder all my damn life. Oh, let me get this story out right now. Nah, let me say it after. Because I hate to pop her bubble, but this is how we were talking about with Deshaun, and now we talking about with Geno Smith. And look, people always say, you got to watch the women you're around. Yeah, we watch them until we can't. Then we finally see who they are. You're like, yo. Like people reveal or people flip. Circumstances change, and we can go deep on that. That could be the whole show. It could be the whole show. But right now, this is yucky. Because guess what happened? Jets quarterback Geno Smith was investigated Sunday for an alleged battery. We just saw it on video. But no charges were filed, and the case is now closed. Now, I don't know if this is real law or fake law, but people always say, if the police are called, somebody got to go. And nobody went? Maybe it's not really a law. Maybe it's just like a way of life, a norm, but not a law. Police responded to Smith's home after receiving a call, checked everything out, and left without taking anyone into custody, per Andy Slater. I don't know this lady, but let's talk to the ladies. Let's talk to the fellas. Blah, blah, blah. I remember one time. All right, so I knew that I was fake from hello. I could just tell. Because no one puts themselves in the fire and says how hot it is. And then when you get a chance to cool off, you want to go back in the fire and say it's even hotter. No one. We're not wired that way. We're survivalists. Human beings want to survive first. So whenever you see somebody who knows there's an imminent threat and danger, and then they're running to it, either they're A, psychotic, or B, they're actually not in danger, at least to themselves. They're not in danger. They're BSing. Because they're going against their whole wiring to just say, oh, this is dangerous. So what you're saying is not really what you're feeling. Okay? I knew this from watching movies growing up, living out BS behavior around my life and my family and seeing it in the streets and stuff. I saw it. And I noticed one thing, that no matter what happened, no matter who tough, who ain't tough, when cat happens, everybody's running. Everybody's ducking. You know why? Because we wired. I ain't dying. So I knew that. So when you ain't doing that, when you say, oh my God, my life, I'm threatened, cat, and you like, what, you gonna shoot? You psycho, or you ain't in danger. This happened to me, real spit. I'm in Buffalo. I don't know, it's my second year, third year. In an argument talking, getting loud. I'm like, all right. Then you start assessing. I'm like, I'm in an argument. I'm getting yelled at. I'm getting louder too. Careful, big old brother. Big old football player dude. Big old man. Man. I was thinking it all. Man, football player. That's two. Brother. Had to think that. Because my neighborhood was all white. I was like, dang. I wasn't even thinking about I was in trouble because I ain't doing nothing. But I'm just thinking like, boy, it's going to look weird when I walk outside. Is there a domino? Yeah, the domino, the one domino, the 0 and the 1. Like, I'm that one little piece of pepper. I was like, this is going to look weird. So, you fast forward, getting yelled at, all this stuff. Got hit 11 times in the face, didn't touch once. Wow, wow, wow. I was like, oh my God. All to instigate. Real spit. All to get me to do one thing. Wouldn't do it because I already had it in my mind. Big football player, brother. Nope. Then I left. Walked out the house. Outside, my neighbor's already out there. So now, it's a lot of salt, no pepper. Here comes the pepper. And I'm looking around, I'm like, these people judging me. I know they looking at me like, just like a football player. Just like the one brother we got here in this neighborhood. You know, one of those. I'm in my own head. My neighbor's super cool. And he's like, is everything okay over there? You know what that question really is. What the hell? And I'm like, yeah, a little issue, all this stuff. Police are coming. I'm out the house talking to my neighbors. Police pull up. Everything okay here, Marcellus? If it were you be here? Would I be talking to my neighbor? I love my neighbor, but I don't be like hanging out. Right? You know what happened. In that moment, thank God, out the window is a lady screaming, help, help, Marcellus, he's up here. He's hurt me, he hit me, help, help. Police looked at me, looked at her, looked at me. It's like, wow. Wow, we understand what's going on here. Nothing happened. I don't know what Geno and them, what preceded that video. Nothing happened. But the point is, everything could have happened. It was the whole thing was to set me up. Charges pressed that she had in that video. She was trying to do it to me. I was like, I ain't do nothing. I'm out here with y'all. What y'all talking about? They were like, we understand. The game, dog, it's gangsta out there. It's gangsta out there. People be really doing the most. Doing the most. All right, beat it up in the comments. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Become a member. All that and more. Yeah, people, hey, y'all don't understand how wild it is outside. When you get money, like the money make people act funny. We all know that, right? So when the money comes, all of a sudden, everybody want to act different. They put on their best act. Everybody. Mama on down. Yes, I said mama on down. You want to know why? Because you're the breadwinner. And when you're the breadwinner, you know how it is. If somebody got it and you want it, you got to kind of like be nice to them. Nicer. Let's say the word, nicer. You got to be nicer to them than you maybe want to, right? Maybe you want to. And if that happens, are you the same? Are you as authentic as you were? If before they did something to you, you'd be like, man, you don't sit your ass down, boy. But now they do it, they be like, oh, that's all right. Who changed up? I'm listening. Who changed up? And that's how the game goes. People just really, literally change up on you. And you thinking like, yo, who's real, who's fake? This lady literally tried to get this man arrested, mess up his career, already messed up his name to some degree. Because you're like, somebody believes this story. I guarantee they ain't do the homework. They ain't watching this show. They're like, oh, Geno, that's what you up to. That's who you are. I knew it, another football player like that. And Geno like, what? This lady was on the setup from Hello trying to get me. It's crazy, dog. So now if you that person out there listening to this with the setup, please know that everything you do, we can feel it, we can see it, we can know if you on some BS. Oh, it's so disturbing how many times the setup happens. As soon as you get paid, The funny thing is, I mean, no, it's not. Actually, it happens all the time. I'm tripping. I forgot how I grew up. They set up everybody. You can set up somebody broke, and you're like, dog, why are you setting him up? Oh man, he got the ooh. You setting him up for that? Yep. Yes, I am. Wild. Whew. I'm in shock right now. I'm like, this dude almost got caught up slipping. Geno could have been in jail. And it's all because you over there want to lie about it. Hell no. Hell no. All right, y'all. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. All right, this is what I really want. Does anybody believe her side? Does anybody? I don't want to be the one that just, all y'all just like, God dang, Wiley. How you know what he did before the camera? But does anybody believe her story? I'm looking at the comments right now. Does anybody believe her story? Goodness. As I change this man, look. Let me read y'all comments. And then we're going to get to some NBA. Because we got to do this Giannis stuff still. Woo. Please, people, please. Stop playing with me. Nope, nobody believes it. Not a single solitary soul. Oh, I love y'all for keeping it real. Golly. Nope. A lawyer out there will. No, a lawyer will because he's going to get paid to do it. Once again, the money talks. Lawyers be like, do you have any story? Yeah, I do. Any version that connects you to Geno that I can make up the rest and it happened. That's what lawyers do. They just conspire. They just basically say, I can make this something worse because Geno wanted to go away. We got to change that wanted to go away policy in our country, our judicial system. If not, we in trouble. We in trouble. Simple as that. All right, speaking of trouble, Big Three got some people in trouble. Check this out. What the hell are these dudes doing out here in this Big Three? Y'all see this? So, all right, well, Lance Stephenson, God, dog. Not only, God, dog, come on, Lance. Hold on. Come on. Lance Stevens. Oh, come on, dog. This seemed like y'all, the NBA was tame, like domesticated, and now y'all in the wild. Like, and that ain't it, because that ain't fair to Ice Cube, that ain't fair to Big Three, that ain't fair to the 97% of the players that are playing the right way. But, dog, did you see what Lance Stephenson just did? Are there meds involved with this? Look, watch this. Okay, first, that's a hack, but go ahead. That right hand in a chokehold to get him down. Who is this player? And you can separate my shoulder, break my damn collarbone. And then I'm the punk because I don't jump up and try to whoop your ass. I'm the punk when really I'm just trying to ball, dog. Like, if I fight you back, I'm in trouble. I'm going to mess up my little career and all this Big Three stuff I got going. If I don't fight you back, oh, look at him. And people doing all this stuff. It's wild out here in the Big Three. That ain't the only one. Look at this wildness. Dwight Howard. Beasley. Look at these dudes. Where the volume at? I don't want that. Where the volume at? Look at this. Look. Now I know Med's involved on this one. Look at it. Good Lord. Look, hey, man, look, dog. Like, come on, man. I got to call my cousins. My cousins showing up. It's El Caminos, Monte Carlos, Cutlasses, Regals, Nissan trucks, Samurais, Suzukis, Sidekicks, Grand Nationals. Dog, what are you doing? I'm trying to ball. What is going on with these dudes? Oh, ignorance. Break it down for us, Shannon. Break it down for somebody. Break it down.
Three. You know, you don't want to see it come to suspensions, but when you're a damn repeat offender, bro, you know, this same thing happened last season, bro. It spilled over into the stands. You know what I mean? This year, because of, the fireworks that's going to come with these two teams playing against each other, they had security there. But still, that
right.
It don't mean nothing, bro. Like what we always talk about, you can't have the damn animals running the zoo now.
No.
You.
Hey, I like that, Joe. That's a good line right there, Joe.
You know it's crazy? Didn't the Houston Texans owner say something like the inmates running the prison or asylum and got blasted because he's white, but he said that. And then Joe says the same thing because we all know what he really means. It ain't about race. I I don't know. But you know what that is, Joe?
What?
Beasley think he can punk Dwight Howard.
Yeah. Oh, he gonna try.
That's what that is.
He gonna try.
Yes.
He gonna try. Dwight, and Dwight just physically opposing, bro. Like,
yes.
I'm gonna keep it real. Playing in 3-on-3, like if you guarding him, it's you better have you some damn pads on your ribs and you know what I mean? Because he throwing them elbows and all that, and Beasley and Lance, them man, they looking for the BS to throw in the game. They throw the BS in the game, it done turned into WWE out there. This ain't even basketball no damn more.
Blah, blah, blah. One thing about it that coach has always said, if you can't beat them up. In football, for sure. If you can't beat them up. That's basically meant before the game, this team is way more talented than us. Okay, let's make it a little more physical than we have to. Let's go there, slow them down, right? Beat them up. Speaking of beating it up, there's some little issue, they say, in James' home because Bronny James been beaten. Let me stop. Congratulations, Bronny James. Just revealed that he's about to make LeBron James a grandfather. Look how they wrote that sentence. It ain't even about Bronny. It's about LeBron granddaddy. Y'all sad. Yesterday, he posted a picture on his Instagram with his partner holding an X-ray picture of their baby. LeBron James has not been in total support of Bronny's relationship with Carson and even went on to say, I am happy that my son is about to be a father, but him sharing a baby with Carson maybe isn't best for him. This has caused a lot of controversy in the James household, especially between him and Bronny. Okay, I'm not going in their household, but I'm going to read this sentence again. I am happy that my son is about to be a father, but him sharing a baby with Carson maybe isn't best for him. That sounds like a little more of indictment on Carson than Young Daddy. I don't know. I don't even know who Carson is, so I can't even guess. But being a young daddy, I wouldn't recommend it. And I was a young daddy, and I love my daughter. I love Monk. I love Morocco. But at the same time, I was 24. That prefrontal cortex that they say ain't developed, they're right. More importantly, you just don't know proper appreciation of all the values that you must now elicit and make this kid internalize. You just don't know enough of life. 24 is young. I mean, look, it depends on your life. If your life is less stimulant than most, if you got a real simple life, go ahead. But if you got a life like Bronny James, pools and demands and your road schedule, 41 times a year, you're already counting that you are going to be gone. That's tough on that baby. It's tough on that family. Tough on Carson. Tough on all y'all. I don't even know. That's the only thing about it. So be careful, brother. Them young daddies, and I'm talking from experience, so trust me. If you got a chance to wait. You ain't the man you're supposed to be. Everything ain't what it is, and then you're going to be torn between, at 24, you at the club still. You torn between diapers, night, your kid's nervous system when you're there is so much more calm than it is when you're gone. They wake up, they don't see you, that's connection loss. They wake up, don't see you, they're nervous, anxiety, all that stuff. That's why they love your warmth. That's why they love your voice. They just want you there. Kids spell love T-I-M-E. And you ain't got much T-I-M-E. If you're in the NBA, and I don't know if you and the woman together or not, but daddy ain't happy, figure that out. All right, let's get into this. Because Kevin Durant says he felt like he was joining the underdog when he signed with the Warriors. This is interesting. They never been a winning organization, he said. Nobody liked Golden State. I'm looking at the totality of the franchise. Now what happened the last 5 years? That's Durant. Not trying to clean it up, just trying to remind y'all, as much as everyone was saying, you're going to a front runner and all that. Yeah, they did win before he got there. So if somebody goes to Toronto after Kawhi, you're going to a front runner. Then they win 73 games, so I guess you're like, but they lost. Y'all, boy, I tell you people. I hear you, Durant. You're my favorite player for a reason. Now, have y'all seen this kid yet? And I say kid. Yep. Class of 27. So what is that? What is this, 26? He graduating next year. So he a junior. Gonna be a senior. Look at this dude. Watch this. Oh, boy. Wemby, look out. We done found another one. Can't lie. So far, just in running motion, he looks stronger than Wemby in his run, his gait. Let's see. Golly. But both of them can't straighten their legs out. It's crazy. I guess at a certain point, God said, nah, we ain't going to let your legs straighten out. We got something there. Just be on the lookout for that guy. All right. And I know that I want y'all to hear this. Draymond said toughest player he had to guard. He said Zion. He ain't just strong. He powerful. Taking him on 2 days in a row, my back hurt. My hips hurt. I'm banged all up. I'm hurt, brother. I told y'all Zion ain't out of shape like y'all think. Y'all always talking about Zion ain't this, Zion ain't that. Okay. Let's talk about it. That boy a beast. All right, Draymond, keep talking. Let's get into this a little deeper NBA. We're going to get to that lead topic. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, become a member, hit the super chat. We're going to get to Giannis' blockbuster trade to Miami. But first, let's get Draymond. Come on, Draymond. Talk to me about what's coming up and what's out there in the NBA right now.
Cam Boozer is probably a 2010 guy from the time he walked in. But does he have the potential that everyone looks for in the number one pick? I don't know that he doesn't. He wins, and he's fundamentally sound. Tim Duncan never had to blow you through the roof.
Nope.
Yet, he was so great. He's one of the greatest players we've ever seen. But it wasn't like going to jump off the page at you from a entertainment standpoint. So call it low on the entertainment value of it, but very high on the production value of it. And I think that was Tim Duncan. And you look at Cam Boozer, he has a similar thing. Not saying Cam Boozer's going to be Tim Duncan. I don't know that. Tim Duncan's the greatest power forward we've ever seen play. But what I'm saying, it's not like there's no wow to it. It's just results after results after results after results.
Results after results. Hey, once again, we got another guy who's coming in a little understated in terms of what his electricity is, but add it up. The wattage is there. Dude's next level. Next level. Talking about Tim Duncan. Oh, I want to hear a little bit about this. Come on, Steve Kerr, give me something. Give me something on Duncan.
I mentioned Tim Duncan and his great combination of humility and confidence, and Tim was an amazing teammate. Because he was so dominant, he was such a great player, but he took everything on his shoulders. And I remember we had a game one time where we lost the game, it was a close game, and he comes into the locker room. He's like, guys, that's my fault, man. It's my fault. I got to be better. And he had like 39 points and 18 rebounds.
Damn. Oh, I'm
Looking
tripping.
at the stats.
I'm sorry.
Like, Tim, you played pretty well. I got to be better. And it was genuine. It was genuine, and that's why I love Tim. And that's same thing with Steph. I mean, Steph could have a monster game, but if we lose, he genuinely feels like he could have been better. And
that's what's you could just read that from Steph. You could read that from Duncan. If I'm the best player, which I know, and I'm not going to have to say that, y'all know it, so I'm not going to even act like that. But if we didn't get it done, it starts at the top. It starts with me, big dog.
And it's not, it's not false humility. It's real. And so guys like that who take on that burden of the team's success and are willing to take the blame, even when everybody knows how good they are and that we never would have had a chance in the first place, if they hadn't done their thing, that's powerful leadership.
Blah, blah, blah. Did I get suckered again? Bronny ain't really having that baby? Oh, that's good. I'm so glad I didn't go in. I'm assuming y'all talking about that story. I see y'all in the comments. I got suckered with the AI girls at the World Cup, and then that Bronny ain't really having a baby. That's not real. This show, if the internet is full of the fake and it's getting more and more and more fake, this show gonna be amazing. I'm just telling you, because I don't know the filter. Y'all gotta help me out. I'm gonna put it up there and I'm gonna read the comments. And I'm sorry. All right, now I know not to put that out as a clip. Jesus. All right, tell me if this story is real. Okay, Tell me if this is real about LeBron, because I don't even know now.
This just major, disconnect between the older NBA generations and today's game. We've had recent guests on our show from the 80s and 90s that we do the top 5 rankings of all time, and they don't even have LeBron James in their top 5. We had Isaiah Thomas on last week, or earlier this week. He just says it's jealousy. He said there's no way LeBron James is in the top 5. What's your take? Because there seems to be this huge disconnect.
LeBron James is one of my favorite players. Because the longevity and what he's done.
Thank you. Thank you.
He is one of the top players of all time. So I don't think that I could go away from that. I don't think you could have 5 greater players in the NBA than LeBron James and what he's done for the league and what and how he's really handled himself. A guy who has been no trouble.
Nope.
Won championships.
Yep.
And you think about the personnel that have been around him and other personnel that have been around him. You don't have that with LeBron, but I have to give Kyrie Irving obviously was that, but the personnel that he's had over the years, that is really different when you think about what he's done and how he's won championships.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. I mean, Dwayne Wade throw in there too. Obviously, it takes somebody else with you to do it. You can't do it by yourself. That's why he didn't win in Cleveland the first time. But at the same time, this whole can't LeBron ain't this, LeBron ain't that. Oh, y'all better get out of here. All right, we got some Steph conversations and some James Harden conversations right now, but I want to get into this real quick. Let's get a little more current. We got the NBA draft tonight, correct? So beat it up in the comments. Let me know who you're thinking, who's your team, and who you want them to draft. Let's hear that. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a member, or use the super chat. We chop up the wood right now. I'm in LA. And nobody cares about anything but the Lakers. So what can the Lakers do? Not just the draft, but what's their formula for success?
And so from there, what I would Colin, what happened with the Knicks actually made me think the Lakers are closer in the sense that what was one of the biggest storylines surrounding the NBA over the last 2 years? Can't win with Cat and Brunson. They're both bad defenders. That was the story.
Yeah.
And frankly, what happened was they surrounded them with good two-way players, and they made it happen. Now, the important differentiator there is the Jalen Brunson discount, and that's the kind of the important context there. And by the way, I do think if Austin stays with the Lakers, they do something slightly more team-friendly. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes a slight discount to stay there. But still, I think Luka and Austin as complementary ball handlers are enough. That's not the issue. The issue is the.
That's not the issue. All right, let's be real. Luka and Austin versus Jalen and Cat. What's a better duo? Beat it up in the comments. That's tough. Because Cat is better than Austin Reeves. But then I can hear y'all say Luka's better than Jalen Brunson, which he is. But Jalen Brunson, Luka's clutch too. I would say, yeah, that's tough. I would say Jalen and Cat is better than Luka and Austin. And it's because of Austin. And that's this is just dog. They got number 2 and 3. You got 1 and 4. So they both add up to 5, but it's a different 5. Beat up in the comments. I need help.
Surrounding talent. The issue is Rob Pelinka's ability to find starting caliber players to put around them. It's the ability to find a player you can pay $25-30 million that is a legit rock solid starting caliber, guards the other team's best player, knocks down open catch and shoot threes, that type of dude. To me, I think the Knicks should be the symbol for the rest of the NBA that you're closer than you think.
Okay, you barely pay the light bill and you be like, yeah, this is the model. Everybody try this. There's this program you can use on the last day when it's due and they're going to cut your light. The Knicks, I won't say they barely did it, but they were down big in every game. They were down more in the series than they were up. Jalen Brunson had a negative plus minus into the last game. That's not the formula. It worked. I don't know if it works.
Need to have complementary talent. Everyone's got to fit really well. You got to have strong culture. You got to have a guy who can carry you home in the last 5 minutes, which that's Luka. Luka absolutely can carry you home in the last 5 minutes. But from there, it's you got to hit on the margins. The Knicks getting a Landry Shamet at a discount last summer and turning him into a big-time rotation player. Them putting together a legitimate starting lineup that can cover for the defensive weaknesses of their two best players. Like,
okay, I understand where he's going. Blah, blah, blah. He basically said, make lemonade. What you got, helps you get what you want. But that's not normal. Like, if OKC is healthy, like if their 1 through 3 is healthy, only the one, SGA was the only one healthy. Williams wasn't, and Smith wasn't. So 2 and 3 were hurt. Spurs beat up in that series, go at it, whatever. Spurs come in and somehow, some way, mentally thought they already had won. I don't know. Spurs were healthy enough, except De'Aaron Fox was playing with the high ankle sprain, but trying to play through it. Whatever. I don't know. I just don't see lightning in the bottle again. I just don't see that. You got to come in there loaded. You got to come in there right. So it's going to be on Austin Reeves. And Michael Cooper says if Reeves is about winning, then he has to accept a little less money to get another player. If you don't, you got to look at San Antonio. It's a team you're going to have to go through to win a championship. And can you beat them with the players that you had last year? I don't think so. Straight up. So Austin Reeves, if he stays, how much does he get? He deserves, but how much do you deserve if you're going to be here? Because we trying to do it. Like, if Jalen Brunson's taking haircuts out there to win, Austin Reeves, you stay here, you ain't going to have any hair. Like, they going to cut your hair. Real spit. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Like this video right now. I know how many likes I got. I want more likes. I want more like. Subscribe to the channel. Become a member of Super Chat. If y'all got any topics, tell me. Not like I'm going to listen, but I'll definitely look at it and see what's cracking, like a maggin. Let's get to this. Gilbert Arenas talks about Kyrie Irving not going to the golf trips and all that. A lot of conversation about that. The reunion, the 2016 reunion. Where Kyrie at?
Now, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
I want to know why.
When do you think the golf event was planned?
I don't think it was spur of the moment, but I don't know if it was 2-3 years in advance.
Well, it certainly ain't going to be spur of the moment because I ain't coming. Like, first of all, you can't get all them schedules together spur of the moment, right? I mean, I think it was advanced enough where Richard Jefferson knows he was out the finals and covering it. Like LeBron knew he was done playing, which was what, May? So we already, and then in June is finals for Richard. You could say, I mean, it don't take much for group text and dudes with means and got money, but it does take some time.
2-3 years in advance?
I don't think so.
You think it was, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
So do you think that he ghosted him or he was already committed to the Nike 100 high school camp?
Damn, Gilbert is so good. And I just saw that. My boy worked it. Shout out to Fats. Hey, bro, I got a golf tournament today that I'm supposed to go to. I can't go to that golf tournament. My kids' camp schedule changed, and I got pickleball. Once they schedule changed, I can't go nowhere because I got to be here to come right back, drop off, pick up. Pickup took an hour yesterday. What the hell? I'm walking into that school today. I ain't driving in that the carpool line again. I don't care how much damn phone and Instagram I got. That's too long. But yeah, you got to give me a heads up, bro. 2 weeks, I'm committed. Nike.
As a speaker and a teacher. Right? Do you think he was already committed to that and then this date showed up and he's like, yeah, I'll be there. I'm trying to, and probably trying to figure out how he got to get out of his commitment and go there and just made the decision.
Yeah.
Already committed to these kids.
Yeah.
Right? Because that camp is always scheduled. So they usually call out months in advance to book whoever's going to be part of that staff and coach and stuff. So I'm pretty sure he was committed to that first before the golf event happened. But that's my just speculation of
that's great.
Looking at all this. But I mean, it would be good to see them together, having fun. I mean, they both stamped themselves in history because of that championship. So, you know what I mean? Like y'all made this together, so there shouldn't be no beef. Hey, I helped you get a fourth or your third. You helped me get my first. We're both champions because of we played together. So why are we even at this point? The bigger picture is we both you became your first time champion. I got my third.
I don't think there is beef. I just think there's speculation and there's like us and our curiosity or our nosiness of like, yo, he wasn't there. Oh, like that crowd. That crowd. See, we didn't have to listen to that crowd before social media. They were where they were. And you know how life is. If I'm not there, I don't have to be there. Like, I ain't got to know it. Like, I don't have FOMO. People have FOMO. I don't have FOMO. Because I used to have FOMO growing up, and I found how disappointing FOMO is. Like, I told y'all the story when my boy was supposed to pick me up, and he stood me up. From that moment, all the FOMO went out the window. I'm sitting there getting dressed. I'm ready. I got the starch out. I'm ironing these dickies. Got that damn cross. I got on my silk shirt, my herringbone laid out flat, and he didn't pick me up, and it's a dude. See, I would have still had FOMO if it was a girl, maybe, because I didn't have a car. Girls had to pick me up. But girls are flaky like that. Like, she may have found another dude that was fresher or the captain of the football team. Oh, that was me? Anyway, somebody. But the point is, when your boy flake you, and you know, it was just like, dog, he was like, man, you already know why. I was like, yeah, I get it, but now I get it. I'm never going to be wishing I was somewhere else. And I haven't. I have not wished I was at a party since. Like, I'm like, every party I go to, I know how fun they are. I know the best party I've ever went to. The party you went to, I don't think eclipses that. I don't think it does. And even if it does, good for you. You beat me. But I know what it feels like. And I also know what it feels like to be at home chilling, sleeping, having some damn nachos on your cheeks, just falling asleep in a bowl of food. Oh, it's the best. Falling asleep with food is better than going to the club.
And you got to look at that part of it. You got to sit back and look at that. So, I mean, you know, listen. At some point in time, the older you get, the wiser you get, and you know they're gonna realize, hey, we did good, you know. Just in a moment of time when we were young and younger than we are now. You know, selfish thoughts kicked in, and it is what it is. But most time, the beefs start because of outside influence.
Entourage is the reason. Biggie and Tupac. It ain't you with Biggie and Tupac. It's West Coast and East Coast. What you mean? They fighting? The coast fight? How did the coast fight? Where they gonna pick up landmass? What's this, Transformers? No, it ain't the damn coast. It's your boys. Always trying to get in the light. Oh man, I got your back. That happened to me a couple times. Some dudes have said, they in your circle. Dog, anybody ever mess with you? Man, I'm telling you. Like, telling me what? What are you telling me? That you're going to commit violent crime? You ain't telling me, no, that ain't going to make me like you more. You know why I'm going to like you more? If we like the same songs. You know what I mean? Like, do you like Outkast? You don't like Outkast like that? Oh, no, we ain't going to be that. Not just kidding. It ain't going to be because you fight for me. I can fight for my damn self.
Get you thinking that this person's doing this and saying this, and you start feeling, yourself on this situation, and then, happens all the time.
All the time. All the time. Blah, blah, blah. All right, we got to get to the spicier topics and subjects, but first we got to pay homage to how great. This is what Kyrie like, y'all over there tripping and golfing and stuff and mad at me. Don't be mad at me. I'm over here doing this. I'm getting game going. Look at this. Kyrie, this is the coming off the injury Kyrie. Look at this. This dude, look at this. Look at this skill set. Look at this. Look at this skill set. I mean, it's just repping out. Just repping out, getting comfortable with the uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I got to do it. Got to do it offhand, too. They say he does more with his offhand than he does with his own hand because he already know I got the – that's one of the best 100 high school players. And that dude's like, what is that move? I love this. This is what practice is supposed to be. You're supposed to look a mess. Practice ain't supposed to be performance. It's supposed to be dog. Do you know how to do it? Oh, come on. I would have been on that ground. Oh, come on, Kyrie. I would have been on the ground by that time. Blah, blah, blah. All right, let's get to the little spicy ones, right? All right, Dan Le Batard, they talking about you. Dan Le Batard. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a member, and let's get into that super chat. Come on, let's go. Let's go. They talking about you, Dan Le Batard, Craig Carton. Get his ass. Get his ass, Dan. Get him.
Let's Dan, we have breaking news over here. Oh, my God. Convicted felon Craig Carton.
Damn, they cold over there.
Doesn't like you.
What he saying?
Hey. I'll allow it. So Craig Carton on his radio show the other day had a few things to say about you, Dan, when a caller called up and mentioned the things. Carton apparently is close with Jim Dolan, all right? And a caller called in to his show on WFAN and brought up your name and things that you said, the things you said last week about Jim Dolan, and here was convicted felon Craig Carton.
Okay, before we get, they keep saying convicted felon. That petty wop. I mean, I hear you. I've been there before. DL, Hughley, I get it. Like, you got to go where you got to go. But the thing is, and I'm not talking about convicted felon for DL. Just you go petty wop. Dad said what he said about Jim Dolan. And then, once again, the entourage, the circle, Carton is coming at Dan for what he said about Jim Dolan. He didn't say that about you. Now, we know y'all have award words before, but once again, I got your back, Jim Dolan. See what I'm saying? That's so weak.
Happened to catch the things that Dan Batard said on his show the other day about James Dolan.
First off, I didn't know he had a show. B, I don't care for him because he's an untalented hack who's
he's a scumbag.
I agree with that too. He's a self-appointed moral compass of America when he's had zero success in any platform he's ever been on.
Okay, we already went through this, so I'm not going to attack all these things because a lot of them are BS. You know, that's why I don't fight, because before a fight, the fuel necessary to fight is always dumb. It's like you're trying to say so much bad about me that you're lying. That's not true. Like, Dan Batard is a success. Craig Carton, you're a success too. So that ain't the reason y'all should be fighting. So let's get to the point.
If not for gambling money with his company down in Florida, he would be a no-name nobody. Nobody cares what he's ever had to say about anything. He's never had a #1 rated radio show. He's never had a #1 rated television show. He's never been the #1 columnist when he was a columnist down in South Florida. He just likes to tell other people how they should live their lives. And when he's not talking about successful people in media, he has nothing to say worth listening to. So I don't know what he said about Dolan. And I know you're not the bad guy here, Joe. I also don't care what he had to say about Dolan because I've never cared about anything he has ever had to say about anybody.
Okay, you have a weird way of showing you don't care. Like, it's just, I'm supposed to, what? You don't care, and this is how you sound about somebody and something they said that you don't care about, that you don't even know? Oh, okay.
He's taking shots at me routinely. Has he had the balls ever to challenge me and bring me on the show? No, because he knows he's a loser and can't stay in the same room with me when it comes to going back and forth in an adult argument or conversation.
Oh, challenge.
Is that it, or is there more?
No, there's a little bit more. He went on about how you speak about other people, too.
I can't stand people that make a living off of just putting other people in our chosen profession down.
That certainly has been what's been going on the last few months. That's all he does. All he does is take what Boomer says or what this one says, what that one says, then comment
He's
on
the woke scumbag is all he is, with no talent. He's had no success at any level that he's ever done. Yes, he got a big check from DraftKings. Good for you. Nobody watches you. Nobody.
Did y'all see DraftKings pop up as soon as he said that? I got to do that again. You can't make this up. Watch this.
My assumption is there were a lot of other women who were.
What just happened? Did I just mess this up? I think I did.
Down.
That certainly has been what's been going on the last few months. That's all he does. All he does is take what Boomer says or what this one says, what that one says, then comment
He's
on
the woke scumbag.
Boy, that was the worst DJing I ever did, boy. I cleaned it up, but yuck. Everybody at the bar, everybody at the bathroom, dance floor empty. Damn it.
Is all he is, with no talent. He's had no success at any level that he's ever done. Yes, he got a big check from DraftKings. Good for
That's picture perfect. I paint a perfect picture. That was so good. Keep going.
For you. Nobody watches you. Nobody listens to you. So go out there and give your speeches and get on your high horse about how society would be better without people like me in it, and, have at it. I feel bad if he has children. I would hate if he was my father.
Oh, come on, cuz.
Be embarrassed. Hopefully he can't have kids. Populate the world with more of his bad takes on everything. He should just be happy DraftKings wrote him a check and shut up.
So woke, I'll take. No talent, subjective.
willing to accept that as well. Scumbag, though, from the guy who spent more than a year in prison and lied to his family, employers, and listeners. Scumbag's a little far. I mean, but if you get up every morning, look in the mirror, and see one of those, you've got a special kind of expertise in this area that I do not have. Prison for a year. All I've said about Craig Carton is that he's still working, and that's an indictment of our industry, because there are plenty of people who are not bright and loud, who haven't been to prison, who we can employ in our industry without giving that guy second chances, and he doesn't like that I keep saying that.
I can see why. God dang, that's a special kind of knife. What kind of knife is it where it's not sharp if you touch it, but it can still cut you? That was what he just said. Damn, Batard. Damn, Dan. That was, Look, I've always thought that about media. Like, the subjectiveness of hiring is like, who picking who? And I include myself. Like a DN who retired DN. There was a long line of guys who could have been in front of me. Now, obviously, you can start going into, well, what's their personality? How articulate they are? What's their knowledge base? Blah, blah, blah. I understand that. But it's just like weird when you say, all right, how'd y'all come to these guys? Because there's always somebody out there that you can think in potential at least. Man, you could have picked him. You could have picked him. You could have picked him. Well, we're not him. Like, and you, to prove my point, that's how they miss on the Pat McAfee. They're picking all these other guys, and you're like, how you don't pick Pat McAfee when he wanted to work at ESPN from day one, right? You know, it's like weird. So when you got somebody who's been in prison, I can't lie, because I worked at Fox when Craig Carton was there, right? Or was that after? Or he came right after us or something. We never were in the same building. He on the East Coast. But the point is, I knew he was a part of it. And I was like, damn, okay. All right. That's interesting. Craig Carton. Oh, retaliate.
But I haven't been to prison.
He's the woke scumbag.
All right, let's get up out of that. Blah, blah, blah. Y'all like, yo, is Giannis still on the Bucks? What's going on? Why it's 6:30? All right, here we go. Let's get to it. All right, like this video. Let's go. Blockbuster. The Milwaukee Bucks are trading franchise icon. That's the way you write it. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let me say it right. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. I know how to say it. Antetokounmpo. And Bobby Portis way easier, to the Miami Heat for Tyler Hero, Kelly Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr., or Jamie, sorry. God dang, NBA. Where are these guys from? Kasparas Yakachunas, 3 first-round picks, including number 13, 1 pick swap, and 1 second-rounder. Hold on, I forget the names, except Tyler Hero, who I love. Damn. 3 firsts, Tyler, a pick swap, and a second rounder, and these players. What they got to say about this one? Richard, help me.
Get your thoughts on the Celtics situation and the Jalen Brown situation, not as an analyst, but as a former player. Because Jalen Brown has now heard his name in trade talks twice. How do you think he's feeling right now? As somebody who spent time in this league, how is he feeling?
Okay, now before you answer that, I want to go here. Let's do this sequence. Let's change it up. I want to hear this and then get back to that. Watch this.
Me.
The Boston Celtics won this trade tonight because they didn't get rid of Jalen Brown.
Thank you.
At the end of the day, Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum remains together. And, hey, Giannis is going to Miami. I'm not crazy about this trade. Tyler Hero, I got a lot of respect for him and, the things that he's done in Miami. But Giannis going to Miami, I thought he would be a better fit for Oklahoma City or the Boston Celtics.
Come on, question.
Yeah, I'm with Coach here that on the surface, look, this whole thing's been building forever, right? I mean, we finally got the trade that we've been sitting here waiting for quite some time, and the Bucks should have moved on from Giannis Antetokounmpo the second that Damian Lillard blew out his Achilles, his era in Milwaukee was over. It just took him and the Bucks forever to figure it out. From the Bucks' perspective, Tyler Hero, Kel'el Ware, Jaime Jaquez, those are useful players. And then you get 3 first-round picks, number 13 in this draft, in a loaded draft, and then the unprotected first in 2031 and 2033 is very attractive. From the Heat perspective, that's where I'm with Avery, where I go, okay, it's fine-ish, right? It's a better situation for Giannis than he had in Milwaukee, but you're looking at a starting lineup of Giannis, Bam, Norm Powell if they bring him back, which they probably will, Andrew Wiggins, who has a player option, and Davion Mitchell.
That ain't going to do it, y'all. And that's no slight. Norm Powell, my son's favorite player. And I love Norman Powell. I went to his camp. Shout out to the homie. No, that's not going to do. Andrew Wiggins, Norm Powell, Bam, Giannis. Come on, y'all. For real?
That's fine, but where does that really get them in the Eastern Conference? They're not going to be better than the Celtics. They're not better than the now defending champ New York Knicks. They're not better than the Pistons, who were at the top of the conference all season long. They're maybe Cavs-ish, maybe Hawks-ish. You're looking, to me, it feels, 5 seed at best, even though you do have Giannis and even though you do have Bam Adebayo. So, hey, credit to Pat Riley. He always takes big swings. He gets big players. LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, Chris Bosh, Lonzo Mourning, Jimmy Butler. Now he's gotten Giannis. I just don't think that Giannis, with the team that they have around them right now, is going to yield a championship. Maybe, maybe there's more moves to come here, but just on the surface, I'm not crazy about it.
All right, y'all, be real. Come on, beat up in the comments. No way.
And Bam and Giannis is not a good fit together. We got to talk about free throws. Who's going to spread the floor? When you look at the champions in the Western Conference or the Eastern Conference, New York Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns, Victor Wembanyama, Spurs, who's going to spread the floor? None of these guys really spread the floor. So I'm not crazy about this trade.
I think the trade crazy. That's what you want to say. Blah, blah, blah. All right, now let's get back to that. Everybody wanted to take it to the Celtics angle, which is understood because everyone thought he was going to go to Boston more so than Miami, but he didn't. So continue.
Hopefully he's feeling relieved, in my opinion, right? You have to understand that this is part of the business. If Giannis comes up, there's going to be a lot of all-star players that are going to be sweating. He was not the only one. And really, it is a compliment if you are a player of Jaylen Brown's stature and they're talking about a 2-time MVP. Could you be a little bit frustrated? But understand that your name was mentioned, not Jason Tatum. And let me be clear about this. Jason Tatum had an elite year, but he's still coming off an Achilles. You most likely in this present form were the most valuable player that they could offer for Giannis. That was the most value. You had the highest value. They might not have been looking at Jason Tatum. They were looking at you as a guy that, first team All-NBA, second team All-NBA caliber player, a top 10 player in this league, two-way player. They're looking at an elite player. So they wanted you. They couldn't get the deal done. Whatever, we don't know how these things fall apart. But if you're Jaylen Brown, that's a compliment. That is a compliment in these spaces where you and Giannis are in the same space where they're saying that, hey, we want that player to build our franchise around. And so if Milwaukee calls Boston and says, we want that guy, and then Boston's supposed to listen. They're supposed to talk about it.
Yeah, a lot of times we get it twisted where the compliments are really coming from, and like when you're a part of these conversations, how it's just good that you're even in that conversation, like a value, right? Think about it. They over there talking about a Rolls Royce, and then they talk about you. You ain't no Pinto. You ain't no Hyundai.
But you should still feel I don't want to say a compliment, but it is more of a feeling of relief. If that's where you want it to be, if you want it to be in Boston, if you wanted to continue building, understand that what they were able to
What is going on behind him? What is this background?
to do, as you see the fireworks going off around me, that is what I'm expressing. I just came from fireworks, so I apologize. That's a filter I got to fix.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. All right, so Giannis is now, a Miami Heat. That don't even sound right. A Miami Heat is on the Miami Heat. Let me give somebody else some love, some credit. I need somebody else to chime in on this. Big Dog, can you do this for me? Yes, you can.
The Miami Heat some way, somehow got Giannis and got fleeced. First of all, you're telling me Giannis and Bam gonna work?
Nope.
Bam can't shoot. So with Giannis dominating the ball, he gotta be Chris Bosh. He got to be Chris Bosh in one off season, dog. That's not his game. And all of the depth that the Heat had, it's gone. Jaime Jaquez, he's gone. Sixth Man of the Year kid, Tyler Hero, he's gone. Like, I just don't get you mortgage your whole entire future. It's not like this team currently is a championship contender.
Nope.
The Knicks are still better. The Celtics are still better, assuming that they don't trade Jalen Brown. Hell, I might say the Sixers. Okay, let me chill out real quick. But my thing is, they're still not a clear-cut candidate to be a favorite to win the East. This is very, very similar to when the Suns traded the farm for Kevin Durant. When it's like, yes, you got an all-time great player. Kevin Durant is a top 15 player of all time.
10.
Giannis is a top 15 player of all time. But getting that guy in this NBA when championships are predicated on your depth, what sense does it really make to get Giannis but have to trade your whole entire team?
I see you, youngster. Blah, blah, blah. Well, it happened. Yep. And what should happen? I can tell you one way that team wins a championship. And I'm not for real right now. I'm not being serious, but it could happen. Tell me if y'all think this is the way. This is the only way it could happen. They could get a championship if this move happens.
I don't know. I don't see that. LeBron and Pat, after that man done took his cookies.
Back to I like that. I like that.
I bet you do.
LeBron back to Miami?
I bet you do.
Huh?
Y'all want LeBron back in Miami? Blah, blah, blah. Well, we running late, so let's get to the part that makes the most sense, which is us doing our we got to do our comments review. So make sure you guys always beat it up in the comments. Go to these videos and leave comments. And then I come on the show, and that's how we finish the show. We finish the show with us reading the comments. All right, let's get to that Batard one, him and Craig Carton yesterday. Let's see what y'all got to say. Price the Legend says, I like hearing both sides of the story. I love Batard's show. I sometimes wonder if they like me. It's a fun Bob and Tom style sports comedy show. I can listen to both sides and judge on my own. Not hard, that dude. Thanks for being in the middle. Yeah, I get a lot of flack for being in the middle, and it's because I understand both sides. I've always been a person that understands both sides, but I'm a man of my convictions. I just don't care about as much as you do, probably, and that's okay. Like, I am not, as a running back would say, I lift my knees up. I don't trip over a lot of things. I just don't, because it doesn't matter. It's like trivial. What do they say? Don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. That's kind of how I look at life, even death. Like, when somebody dies, I'm at a place right now emotionally that you won't see me like, I just lost my uncle last week. And I'm just like, I'm really locked into, like, it's the circle of life. Like, and I know I'm hurting, and it's just the way it is. I'm just not going to be, I'm not, oh my God. Like, I can't yell over Jordan or LeBron like that. But I do my show, but in real life, man, stop. What are you doing? Like, what are we really doing? But I do, I just don't understand when people just lose their way. I always understand where the other side coming from, even if I disagree. I'd be like, I know what you're saying, but that's me. All right, still doubting Brunson. The Knicks have been there the last 3 years. Injury stopped them. Well, then they ain't been there. The hell you talking about, Victoria James? John Mitchell says, LOL, Craig Carton thinks he has talent. LOL. He has talent. He's not my cup of tea. I could tell that. I don't like that style, but that's still a talent. You drive through New York and turn on the radio, that's talent. Just not my cup of tea. I would be like, turn the radio off. Or put on Outkast, something like that. Kellerman, the recency bias king, ridiculously bad take. Well, yeah, Max did say, what did he say yesterday? That the Knicks are the third best team in NBA history. They could be. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. Let's keep going. 8 Math Daddy says, no players want to be Pippen, but they wish they could play like Pippen. Pippen was a beast, I know. But who wants to be a beast and get called a little pet? They don't respect Pippen and legacy like they should, even though Jordan used to famously say, you can't say my name without saying Pippen's name, which is like bringing your dog along and giving them props, but there's still a little sunning in there. Like, you can't say me without him. But, like, what about him just by himself? You know what I mean? But nobody wants to be Pippen. No one wants to go down that damn good and then get that much hell. And some of his Pippen's doing as well. Larsa Pippen, certainly his ex-wife. That messed him up. I don't agree with Gil's point of view on this. Prior to LeBron going back to Cleveland, Robin led the squad to number 3, number 1 overall picks in 4 seasons. That's not Batman activities. Talking about Kyrie Irving, saying Kyrie Irving can't be a Batman because he was losing in Cleveland before LeBron got there. I hear you. I mean, if we compare players to LeBron or to Jordan, but more so even LeBron than Jordan, because Jordan was not winning even before Pippen. LeBron was always winning. Now they just didn't win at all. And then they got to the finals. Like, LeBron dragged nothing to the finals. Jordan didn't do that. So LeBron's a whole different animal, dog. So if you're going to compare another player to LeBron, just tell the other player you're second place in that respect. Okay, let's get to this. Prodigy and Havoc. Queensbridge. Love your original content, Uncle Thomas M.W. I think that's supposed to be a diss. Maybe it is. Uncle Thomas. People don't know that Uncle Tom is actually a good figure. You know, as much as they try to clown, it's actually one of the things that tells you someone's ignorant. Because if you know who Uncle Tom was, you'd be like, oh, I don't want to be Uncle Tom. Yes, you would. But I won't take the diss and mess up my magical moments I'm having right now. But I am petty, so I will. Can't call me Uncle Tom. You got to give me more than that if you're going to get me off my square. Come on. And this is who y'all said was on another level when it comes to sports debating. Talking about Max Kellerman in that take. Marcellus is struggling with this Knicks championship. I'm not struggling with it. I am amazed by it because they were down so big in every game. Every game. And at that point differential for Brunson, their best player was, not point differential, plus minus was crazy. I was like, I've never seen a series where the other team literally has objective measure of how much more they were better than the other team and still lost. I've never seen that before in a series. In the game, yeah, we were up, we had more, they had more turnovers, and we had the ball longer, and we got more yards. Yeah, shut. That's one game. 5 of them, and you did it all 5 times? That's sick. That's crazy. All right. Now let's get out of here on something positive and then we gone. Watch this. Oh, y'all gonna crack up laughing. All right. Oh, man. Y'all seen this little man? Y'all seen this, Jalen Brunson? Jalen Brunson even saw it. Yo. Come on. Love to you guys, man. Have an amazing day. That cracked me up when I saw that. Which I got going today. Man, I had to flake on. Shout out to Steve Calhoun in his golf tournament. I feel so bad I can't make it out there. You know, when you put your name on something, I feel like Kyrie. You put your name on, like you want to do something, you can't do everything. And everybody knows me. Look, if my kids have something, I'm doing that. I'm not doing any of your stuff. This weekend, I felt horrible. I had to go to Vegas. I had to go to Vegas to golf. You know what I mean? But it was a tournament, 3-day tournament. So I made the championship round and the semifinal round. So I just feel bad when I miss my kids because one day I'm gonna miss them. Now y'all want to see me cry? Wait till it's an empty nest. Wait till this house is empty. Oh, that's how you get me. That is how you get me. But until then, I'm in here. Love y'all. Have an amazing day. Let's get it in. Hit that like button. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the purpose.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so